I've gotten over 100 positive responses and booked over 50 meetings by just sending Loom videos in my cold emails. And in this video, I'm going to break down how you can use Looms in your cold outreach by using my 3-step Loom outbound protocol so that you can book more sales calls than you know what to even do with. And make sure you stick around till the end of the video because I'll even give you a special script that you can use inside of your Looms to book even more sales calls. Let's get right into it. Okay, so welcome to the Loom Outreach Masterclass heading into 2025. Like I said, I'm going to break down the 3-step outbound protocol that you can use in your cold emails to book more meetings by just sending Loom videos. It's that simple, right? So there's going to be, like I said, 3 main things that we're going to be talking about. And the first thing is the script itself. Now, some of you might have questions like, oh, Aryan, how do I send my Loom videos? Do I just send it right off the bat? Like, do I send in the first email, or do I just say like I made them a video? What do I do, and how do I actually go about writing this in my cold outreach scripts or cold email scripts? Well, what you're gonna do is essentially you're gonna create a short and simple script for them, like a cold email script, and you're gonna pitch the video at the end of the email itself. So it could be anything. You're gonna have a regular cold email. If you don't know how to write a regular cold email, go watch some videos on my YouTube channel. I have plenty of videos about that. But you're just gonna write a short and simple regular email, and from there, all you're gonna do is pitch a video saying, "Hey, I made a 3-minute video going over this case study. I made a 3-minute video going over how you can improve this. I have a 3-minute breakdown of how we helped XYZ company do this. Can I send it over?" That's all you're gonna be doing, right? And you're not gonna actually record the video until they say yes, right? Because if you do, let's say you have 3,000 leads in a smart lead campaign or a cold email campaign that you're going to send out to, you're going to have to make an individual video if it's 3 minutes each for like 3,000 people. And that's a lot of time that you could be using anywhere else. That's literally like 9,000 minutes or something crazy like that. So you're going to make a short and simple script. You're going to pitch the video at the end. And you're not going to make the video until they say, yes, please send the Loom video over, or yes, please send the video over, or whatever it may be, right? Now, as for what you're going to actually make the video about, there could be a bunch of things that you can use. So you can either, here's some just examples here, but don't be limited to just this. Brainstorm other ideas and find out other things and ways that you can do this. But here's like 3 main ways that I've seen most people do this, and what I've done as well. So you can either call out an issue on their site, you can either mention a case study that you have, or you can you can make a video going over a free lead magnet or like a deliverable that you have. And I'll break down each one of these 3. Calling out an issue on their site is really good if you have offers like email marketing or web design or SEO, whatever it may be. You're basically gonna say, hey, I noticed this. I noticed something on your site that could be hurting your conversions when it comes to your email marketing. Can I send it? Can I send a 3-minute video over? That type of thing, right? And this can even work if, let's say, you're like, hey, I was browsing on Facebook and I noticed one of the few. I got hit by one of your ads. I noticed a few things that in your creative that could be hurting your conversions or your ROAS, whatever it may be. Can I send over a 3-minute video breaking it down? That type of thing. That's all you're going to be doing. If it's SEO, let's say, hey, I was on your site and I noticed on one of your blogs that you had this backlink or whatever it may be. Can I send over? And I noticed how it could be hurting your ranking on SEO. Can I send over a 3-minute video breaking down what it is? That type of thing. So you can get really creative here, but those are just some ideas in terms of like their site. Now, if you want to mention a case study, this also works really well. If you have, let's say, a case study of them that's in a similar niche. So, for example, if I have, let's say, like a SEO offer, and I have a really good case study with roofing companies, you can pitch that in the email saying, hey, we helped Dallas Roofing get like 800 leads over the course of a year. Can I send over a 3-minute video breaking down how, right? Or, we helped Dallas Roofing get 800 leads over the course of a year. Can I send over a 3-minute video breaking down how we do something similar for you, right? And in that video itself, you just go over the strategy that you use to help Dallas Roofing and how it could apply to that roofing company. So this case study angle works really well if you have case studies in a similar or really the exact same niche. Finally, the last thing is a free lead magnet or deliverable. If if you have anything that they could use for free and you make a video going over how they can use it, it can work out really well. So for example, if you have, um, let's say like a free ad creative you created for them, right? If you're like, hey, I made a free ad creative that you can use in your Facebook ads. Can I send over a 3 minute breaking? Can I send over a 3 minute video breaking down what it is? Or hey, I created you a free sample email that you can use for your outbound efforts. Can I send over a 3 minute video breaking down how? That type of thing. You're not limited to that, but just try to think of like, okay, what's a lead magnet that I can send over, plus a video that I can send over creating it. A lead magnet by itself and a free deliverable by itself is already good, but this is just another example of you pairing the video along with it, right? So let me show you some sample scripts here that I have, just so I can show you how it all works. So the first the first thing that I have is this right here. This is actually a offer that I ran for myself, and I just said, hey, this is for one of our. This actually turned into a client, so just watch this, right? Hey, watch. I noticed that Magazine Film is similar to one of our clients, Deep Social Brands. We help them do blah 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 blah. I think we can do something similar based off your case studies. Mind if I share? Mind if I share for you here, right? So for this one, I didn't actually directly pitch a video, but what I did was I pitched like a sample email that I created for him. And again, I didn't create it till he said yes. And once he said yes, I created a sample email and I recorded a video of myself going over the email itself, and I sent it over to him. And then he ended up turning into one of our clients, and he actually became a case study that we got for our agency, right? So this stuff works. This is proof that this stuff works. And again, I didn't directly pitch like a video. I just said, hey, I created a sample email for you based off your case studies. Can I send it over? And once he said yes, I sent him over the email and a video of me going over the email itself and breaking down why it works. So this stuff does work, right? And let me just move myself here. The other two that I had is, again, for something on something on the website, something on their Facebook ads library, whatever it may be, and you can say, hey, name, I was browsing Facebook when I came across company names ad on your jacket or about your jacket. I noticed a few things on your creative that could be hurting your conversions. I made a 3 minute video breaking down what it is and how to fix them. Can I send the video here, right? And so this makes it seem like you organically saw them and you genuinely want to help them solve their problem, right? Now, of course, once they say yes, you're going to want to go to their ad creative and be like, hey, here's what I saw, blah, 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 right? And even if they have a really good creative, there are still a few things that they could more than likely fix and adjust and optimize so that they can maximize the amount of conversions that they get, right? So this is another example of saying, hey, like, I was just on your website and I noticed this that could be hurting conversions, or I noticed this about your email flows, or I noticed this about your blogs that you have on your website. This works really well, again, with web design agencies, SEO agencies, Facebook ads. A lot of you out here who run SMMAs and all of that good stuff can use something like this, and people will reply and say yes, right? Then finally, I believe is this one. Nope, this guy on the other side. Finally, the last thing is just saying, hey, yeah, it's the case study angle. So you're just saying, hey, I noticed you're similar to one of our clients. We just help them do blah, 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 blah. I made a 3 minute video breaking down how we can do something similar for you. Mind if I share it here? Right? So all you're doing is saying, hey, we got this case study result for one of our clients. I made a 3 minute video breaking down how we could probably do something similar for you. Can I share it here? That's all you're saying. And you're letting your social proof and case study do all of the heavy lifting here, because if you have a case study that's really good like this one, and if it's actually like similar to the niche that you're targeting, this will do super well, because they'll be interested in hearing like, hey, this case study is really good. I don't know how he got from that result, and it's really similar to to my company. Like, I'm interested, right? So again, if you have a case study with roofers, go after roofers using the same strategy. If you have a case study with plumbers, go after plumbers using the same strategy. If you have a case study with fintech companies, go after fintech companies using the same strategy. So it works really well when you have a similar case study and your case study is actually really good, right? So that's like 3 examples you could use when it comes to outbound. And now you might be like, all right, Aryan, I got them to say yes in the email, but like, how do I send over to Loom? Is there like a special optimization way? Well, don't worry, I got you covered. And I want to say shout out to Christian from Client Ascension for actually putting me on this technique, but this works fantastically well. I don't know if that's a word, but here basically it is, right? So once I say yes to the video, all you're gonna do is say, hey, sure, I've attached the video here, right? And what you're gonna do is you're literally gonna copy paste the link, and what Loom will do, or what email will do, or Gmail, is it'll essentially um, it will be not hyperlinked. It'll be attached like this. Like once you paste the link on Loom, it'll once you paste the Loom link, it'll be attached like this, where it's like a thumbnail, right? So they have to click on the thumbnail, and it'll say like, hey, it'll say the title of the video, and I just have it as the name, right? And then once you said that, you can be like, hey, you'll notice around the 1 minute 20 mark, I speak on how we can actually, okay, I spelled it wrong. Actually implement this outbound system into your business specifically. If this is valuable to you, how does your availability look like on this date or this date? If those times don't work, here's a link to my calendar, right? So what we're doing here is we're basically just saying, hey, like you'll notice around this mark, I spoke on how this strategy could help you do blah blah blah, or like at the 2 minute mark, I spoke on specifically this one little tip that could help even convert your conversions even more, right? So what you're doing is you're just sparking curiosity, and you're just saying, hey, like there's this little part of the video that I think will be really valuable to you. So check it out. Like you'll notice it, right? And then all you're saying is, hey, if this is valuable, if this was valuable to you, how does your availability look like on X date or X date work for you, right? And you're not saying like, oh, are you open to having a call further? No, you're just saying, hey, like does this date or this day work for you? Oh, if those times don't work, here's a link to my calendar. So that's all you're doing. And again, shout out to Christian because this is such a great strategy. Because instead of just a hyperlink, they'll literally see like whatever background you have, and more than likely whatever background you have in a Loom video, and your face as well. So make sure you're using like this video, like how I am in this video, and having your Loom video all like a pretty decent face. Because this is a separate topic for another day, but you have to realize with outbound that you are a stranger. They don't know you. They don't trust you. So like why should they hop on a call with you? And the easiest way to build trust with the stranger is if they see a face. If they can attach a face to your cold email, to your message that you're sending, they're more likely to trust you. Even if it's slightly, even if it's like 5 or 10%. That 5 or 10% across, let's say like 3,000 leads could result in at least 3 to 5 more booked meetings just because of that, right? So send your face, and then another thing here is if the thumbnail of the Loom video is like is let's say something that is on their website, or like an ad creative they're running, that's even better because they'll be like, okay, wow, this guy actually went on my site, created a 3 minute video, and I can see his face, so like I know he's not like a robot or a spammer or a scammer, whatever it may be. I'm gonna click on this video because it's literally like my website in the background, right? So this works really, really well. Again, shout out to Christian from Client Extension because this strategy works superbly well, especially with the thumbnail and especially about the sparking the curiosity, right? So that's how you script and send out a Loom video. Now, what you might be asking is, all right, Aryan, how do I sent a Loom video, but like, how do I follow up with them? Like, what's the strategy behind following up? Well, there's gonna be two things, right? One is if they viewed it, and the other is if they haven't viewed it yet. If they haven't viewed it yet, here's what you can do. You be like, hey, I saw that you haven't had the chance to view the video I just sent yet. Once you get the chance, let me know when you do view it so that we can talk about implementing the strategy. It's like a small little bump, but instead of just saying, hey, I'm bumping this message up, or hey, wanted to make sure you got this. You're just saying, hey, like, I saw you haven't had the chance to view my video. Once you get the chance, please let me know when you do view it so that we can talk about implementing the strategy, right? It's pretty simple. And by the way, Loom will give you a notification either on email or even on the website or the app that, hey, your video was viewed. So that's how you know. Or you can say, hey, Name, I saw that you haven't had the chance to view the video I just sent yet. I really think the strategy at the 111 mark would be super beneficial to implement into whatever company name it is. Let me know when you get the chance to view the video and we can discuss this further. Again, you're not sending them like bumping this message up or, hey, wanted to make sure you got this. You're just saying, hey, like, I saw you haven't, viewed the video yet. It's all good. Like, I really think the strategy at this specific mark that I spoke about in the last email, it'd be really beneficial to you. Let me know when you get the chance. And then finally, it's like, hey, I'm reaching out since you haven't viewed the video about strategy that I came up for you guys. I really think the point I made at the 1-1 mark was super beneficial. Let me know when you get a chance, and we can discuss this further. Again, it's kind of like similar to the second one, but just a different way of saying it. And you can just send, honestly, you can send this follow-up first, and then send this third one. But these are just like examples of follow-ups and how you can do it. Obviously, you don't want to send 1, 2, 3 like back to back to back. You're gonna want, this is just ideas that you can specifically use, but these are very good ways to just follow up with somebody without sounding mundane, right? Now, if they have viewed the video and they did not reply to you, you can say, hey, I saw that you were able to view the video I sent about the strategy you spoke about. Would you be open to a quick call to learn how we'd actually implement this into your business? Question mark. Again, you're just saying, hey, I saw that you were able to view the video that I sent you. Would you be open to a quick call? Or you can say, hey, Loom sent me a notification that you were able to view the video I sent about strategy. Would you be open to a quick call so that we can discuss the tip that I spoke about on the 1-on-1 mark? Again, you're being specific, right? You're being really specific. And also, another thing that I do want to say is when you reference a certain point in the email, like when you're talking about the strategy that you spoke about at a specific mark in your initial email when you first send it over, make sure that you pick a good mark or like a good timestamp so that it's actually like a valuable tip that they can use. If you don't, you're just gonna be referencing something that they're not gonna care about. So make sure that whatever timestamp that you put originally is a very, very good thing, because if you just put a random thing, they're gonna be like, what the heck? Some people might just skip the whole video, just go to that one specific point in the video. So if they do that and you just put a random thing, they'll be like, he's just saying goodbye, or he's just saying hi, or he's just saying what he does. Like, what does this mean? Right? And then they're just going to click off. So make sure the timestamp they pick is good. And finally, hey, name, saw that you were able to view the video I sent about strategy. Wanted to see if you'd be open to discussing this further on a call with Friday at X time or Monday at Y time work for you. Again, you're just saying, hey, saw that you were able to view the video I sent. Would you be open to discussing this further on the call? That's all you're saying, right? So what I want to say lastly for follow-ups is these are just the ones that I went over are just two types, or I guess you can use them as the first or second follow-up, but once they've said yes to a video, you're gonna want to keep following up with them over and over and over again. So follow up multiple times until you get a fuck off or a yes, let's hop on a call. Like literally, like just keep following up with them. And instead of just saying, hey, I'm bumping this up, or instead of just saying, hey, following up here, saying just send more case studies. You can send even more Loom videos. You can add some humor. You can add news relevant to the industry or company. Just be creative with it and just send more follow-ups that are unique. And like I said, once they've said yes, keep following up with them. Keep following up with them, because they agreed to watch a video, and you spent your valuable time and resources in creating a whole video around them. So that video could help you out a lot in the long term. So you're gonna want to make sure they saw it and they follow up with, and then they watch the whole thing, right? So keep following up with them. That's all I gotta say. Now, finally, you might be like, all right, Aryan, I know how to write the scripts. I know how to write the scripts. I know how to follow up with them, and I know how to attach the Loom video. But what exactly do I say in the Loom video? Like, I don't know what exactly to say here. Like, what do you want me to say? Now, this will be a little different for every single person because everybody's selling something else or something different. But overall, here's like the quick outline that I follow when it comes to this, right? So the outline, the first part of the video is just going to be like the outline. So what you're going to do is you're just going to say greetings, and you're going to say, hey, John, thank you for clicking on this video and giving me your valuable time. I'll get right into it. In this video, I'm going to go over the 3 quick steps to boost your conversions for email marketing. And then here's a quick summary of me and my company, right? So essentially, you're going to say, your greetings, who you and what you're going to go over in the video, and then you're going to give a quick summary of you and your company. So you're like, hey, John, thanks for clicking on this video. In this video, I'm going to go over the 3 email marketing let's say email marketing conversion flows that that you might not be optimizing the most. To give you a quick background, here's what we do. Here's some of our case studies. We help this person do that, this person do that. But with that said, I don't want to waste any of your time. Let's get right into the 3 steps I have for you here, right? So you're just going to give a quick greetings. You're just going to give a quick outline of the video, and then you're just going to give a quick summary of who you are or what your company does, right? And ideally, in this third part, show your case studies, because again, it will boost the likeliness that they actually book a call with you. Then the meat of the video is essentially you're going to go over the process, and whatever process it may be. So this is again different for everybody else, but whatever service or product that you're selling, you're just going to go over what it is, what it does, how it can help them, and don't go too in depth on it, right? Make it as simple as possible while maximizing the amount of value that you give out. I know what I just said there just sounds kind of contradictory, and it sounds kind of paradoxical, but that is the best way to create this type of Loom video, because you're going to want to make it as simple as possible for them so that they can understand it and it's not too in depth, but at the same time give them good amount of value so that they're glad that they clicked on the video and actually watched the whole thing. So don't go over the entire like workflow that you have, the entire let's say SEO backlink workflow that we do this here, we do this here. Like, just make it simple as possible, but give out as much value as possible. Again, that sounds paradoxical and that sounds like it's hard, but really, if you want to create really effective Loom videos, this is the best way to do it. And for those of you that make content, this is exactly how I'm sure you're similar with this framework, where you want to make it as simple as possible, but also give out the most amount of value. So that's how you gotta do it, right? So that's the meat of the video. And then the outro really is you're just going to thank them for watching and pitch them a few times to chat. So you're going to be like, hey, John, so that was pretty much it. That's the strategy that I had made for you guys. If you found this strategy valuable, I'd be open to speaking with you on how we'd actually implement the strategy into your business. So just wanted to see if Monday at 2 Eastern or Wednesday at 11 Eastern work for you. If those times don't work, I'll actually leave a link below to my calendar so that you can pick a time that best suits you. Thank you. And just peace out. And then that's it. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to say like, hey, thank you for watching. And if you found this valuable, I want to see if this time at this date, or this date at this time, or this day at this time works best for you for a chat. If they don't work, here's a link to my calendar. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye. That's all you're going to be saying, right? That's literally all you're going to be saying. So that is what to say in the Loom video, and that is essentially the Loom Outreach Masterclass for 2025. Use the strategy because this really, really works. This works really well because the prospects gets to see your face. You're not pitching them anything. You're just saying, hey, I saw you have this issue on your site, or hey, we got a really good case study, or whatever it may be, and you're just walking them through a valuable strategy and pitching call at the end. And if that strategy or video is really good, they'll book a call with you. They'll already be kind of warmed up because they've seen your face, they've heard your voice, and they know that you're not just a scammer hopping on a random call with them via email. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. That is a Loom Outreach Masterclass. And if you are a B2B business that's making over $30K a month and you want to work with me specifically and my agency, we're running a current offer right now where we'll book your next 3 calls or demos absolutely for free. So if you are interested in that and you're making over $30K a month and you are a B2B business, I'll leave below a few times to chat. But if not, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.